everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today we're working on my Spooky Witchcore island, Thistle. Today we're going to be building around this house area, and I'll show you where this is on the map in just a second. I'll show you where we are. But can you guess who the villager is? I won't be telling you, you can guess, and they're in, because I've just moved them in. So yeah, leave your comment down below, who do you think it is? But before we get started, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Come and join the Jellybean family. Now let's get started with today's build. So I'll just quickly show you where we are. I'm not going to show you the map because that will spoil who's in that house. So we are near the entrance of Thistle. So there's that land bridge. And why is there a bin here? Nah, I don't know. We'll get rid of it. It must have been there for me to dump flowers in or something. I don't know. But we're going to start building now. So of course we are starting with the pathway first, and I'm just using this normal dirt path around this house. Do you know what? I feel like I'm going to slip up and actually say the villager's name before the end of the video. I'm going to try my best not to, but I bet you I do. I think it's just habit to talk about the villager's name while I'm building. I don't know why. Anyway, spoiler, it's not Roswell because he's walking around right now. So yeah, not him. Now I'm going to do something I don't normally do with my pathways, and that is make a really long path joined up. I normally like to split the pathway up. I don't know why, I just feel like it makes it look a little bit more natural sometimes. But yeah, we're not going to be doing that this time. I've decided to make it like a little wiggly path, and it's going to be leading to the land bridge that I did, which is by the entrance, which I showed you before we started the build. There it is, you can see it now on the screen, and yeah, I think it'll look quite nice once I finished it anyway. Now while we're doing that, I'm probably going to just talk about random stuff like I normally do, and I think today's topic of conversation is going to be different videos. So I've had a lot of you asking me how I keep playing Animal Crossing without getting burnt out and things like that, and how I come up with ideas for my builds, how I come up with ideas for my island, and how I plan and things like that. So I'm probably going to make a new series of videos about those topics. I feel like it's much easier for me to explain how I do these things in a video than to type them out, so that's what I'll be doing. Also, don't forget you can pop into my stream if you're about and ask me some questions, and I'll try and help where I can. I'm not the best person at explaining things sometimes, so maybe by making a video and having the visuals there as well as me talking, hopefully I'll be able to explain things a little bit better. But there is a whole process I go through when I restart an island. So yeah, just briefly, and I'll quickly talk about it. When I finish an island, I save the DA and then I completely reset my save file. This means I can keep my DA and still visit my old islands if I wish to, or anyone else can visit them as well. And they just stay there forever on the Nintendo Dream addresses. And that's how I like to keep it. That's the only reason why I reset, otherwise I would flatten. So if I was able to change the name of my island when I wanted to, and if I was able to just save as many dream addresses as I wanted under different codes, I wouldn't need to reset. So yeah, those are the few reasons of why I always reset. But yeah, I'll go a bit more into all of that when I make those videos, which I'll do real soon, I promise. But anyway, we finished path laying and stuff like that, and we're currently placing down some wheat field items and some weeds and some flowers and some trees. Of course we are. And this is just behind our villager's house. Now down there you can see there's the swamp. I still need to finish some of the decoration side of things down there, but we'll do that probably on a stream, or I'll do it off camera, or whatever I decide to do, some sort of build or something. But yeah, we're basically just filling this area behind this villager's house, and then we can actually start doing a bit of decoration. Now, by the way, all the codes that I'm using in today's video can be found in the description down below. So if you see any codes that you'd like to use on your island, you'll find the MAs just down there. Do you know what? Speaking about codes, I decided to look on my Pinterest the other day, and it is a mess. Oh my gosh. The thing is, when I'm on my phone, I sit there and I just save all the pins into one folder, and I just let them mount up and then I sort them out later on. Well, I clearly haven't sorted them out for a very long time. So it's a bit of a mess. I need to fix that, and then I can start posting my Pinterest again for you guys so you can check out all the nice codes that I found. I think that'd be quite fun. Now over here we've got some decking on the floor, and I've put a kettle, a bathtub down, I believe it's called. We've got some pirate barrels that we've turned round so you can't see the pirate logo on them. Although, you know what, the pirate barrels actually make me just want to do a pirate island. Like, that one item makes me want to do a pirate build or pirate island or something. I'd love to do it. Love to do it. Do you know what would be fun one day, which I'll probably never do because it's just a crazy idea? I'd love to do 2 islands with the same theme but different. So hear me out. So basically have a pirate island for both, but do one fun, bright, colourful, maybe kidcore-esque, and then do one dark and gloomy and spooky and sinister, and oh, can you imagine doing that? That would be really, really fun. But I feel like I might get burnt out that way because I'll be doing the same theme, and I don't know. I guess that's kind of what I'm doing now with these two islands, but then I'm kind of not, because this one's completely different to Pumpkaboo. This has a swamp and everything like that, and it's more natural, and now I just feel like I'm rabbiting on about nonsense. Let's actually talk about what I'm doing. So I've just popped down a giant vine item because you can't actually put any trees right next to the house, and I wanted something tall there, so this definitely helps fill that area. And I'm going to put flowers around it and things like that, and I'm also going to build a cute little farm. And now down here we're going to put some more flowers and bushes and just make it look as natural as possible. And I see we are blocking Kiki, I'm so sorry. And just like that, from the power and magic of editing, she disappeared. Just like magic. It's like she wasn't even here. Do you know what? Sometimes the villagers make an interesting topic to talk about, especially when I'm doing these recordings over these videos, because I really don't want to repeat myself. And I'm quite a talkative person anyway, but I'm also quite a repetitive talking person. So anyone that knows me personally will know that I do like to repeat myself, so I'm quite a parrot. Well, that's why I'm referring myself to a parrot. Do you know what? I don't even know what this video has become right now. It's just become me talking about pirates and parrots, which coincidentally go hand in hand together because most pirates in like fairy tale stories and stuff have parrots on their shoulders. So it's quite weird that I've put those two things in the same video without thinking about it. So maybe it's a sign. Maybe we should do a pirate island soon. I don't know, maybe I'm reading too much into it. Enough about pirates. We are now placing some planks down again, and now I've been using these planks around the swamp area. And I just wanted to use them here so everything felt cohesive and joined together, so it didn't feel like two separate sections, if that makes sense. So I don't want the swamp to just feel like a completely different section to the rest of the island, and for it to kind of be like a divide split. I don't know, I'm kind of rambling now. So hopefully you know what I mean. So I'm going to use them up here. I'm not using any of the swamp codes up here because the swamp isn't actually on this level of the terraforming. So there's no point in putting the swamp code up here. I think it'll look a bit strange. But we are going to be using it to help shape around the farm. For the farm area, I'm going to be using the in-game dirt path. Now we're going to be using this darker dirt path rather than the lighter one. I just think it'll look much nicer with the rest of the colours I've got going on around this island. And then we're basically only going to have pumpkins. I decided on just pumpkins because I will be setting this island in fall. And I'm going to be setting it November time, so when the grass is yellow. When the grass is more yellow, it means the green codes, like the planks I've used and the swamp code, shouldn't blend in so much. And hopefully it'll look much nicer, it'll look more swampy, and yeah, they'll stand out more like I said. Around this little farm section that we've just built with the pumpkins, I'm just going to clutter up a little bit. We've got a wooden storage shed, a log bench, a box-shaped stall, and then we've got this bug thing that we get from Flick when we do the bug off. I can't remember what it's called, the little cage thing. And then I've decided to put a spooky lantern set down and a spooky tower. And we've turned those around so you can't see the jack-o'-lantern face. They then just look like a pile of pumpkins or a stack of pumpkins. And that's what I want them to look like. I don't want them to be Halloween-y. I've also, of course, added a hand cart over there and this milk can. This milk can is rusted and clearly was having water or swamp water or whatever was in it in there for so long that it's gone all rusty and horrible. Of course, a farm isn't complete without a watering can, a veggie basket, and a gyroid. So that's why I've popped those down. Running back over to the other side, we need to place something on top of this pirate barrel. I'm going to turn it back around so that the pirate sign's facing us, pop a spooky lantern on top, and then turn it back around. And there you go, you can't see the pirate label or the spooky face. Perfect. And it just looks like there's just a random pumpkin sat there. Now I'm going to walk around this little bit here and just pop a couple of pumpkins on the floor so it looks like they've been dropped by our villager, our mysterious villager, which I haven't slipped up and said their name yet, so I'm so proud of myself. I might just say their name at the end of the video, who knows. Or I might just not, I might just wait till the next one. Now of course we need to pop down some leaf piles, so we did that. And they had this gap here and I thought, you know what would look good? A mush partition. So a mush partition is sitting there very nicely with some wheat field around it. So I guess kind of a little fact about this island so far. I don't have much water terraforming on it. I literally have this bit here, a little bit at the entrance which is joined to this bit, and a bit by my house. I'm thinking about adding another little section with water terraforming, but I'm not too sure yet. I just didn't want to have the swamp code next to the real water. I didn't want the swamp code to look unrealistic next to the water, so that's why I've decided this. And there's some creators out there that are able to use a water code and use the in-game water together and make it look flawless, but I'm not one of those. Well, to be honest, I've never tried it, so I guess don't knock it till you've tried it. Might have to try one day. As for this build, I'm probably not going to go much further than this. We're just going to put these few little wheat field bits down and this sign. This is kind of where I'm going to go. That's the limit. I have to set myself a limit, otherwise I could literally just carry on building and building and building. And then this video would be ridiculously long and very hard to edit. So there's the limit today. I do have another little section though I have to fill in on this build. So we're going to go ahead and go and do that. That's just down here by the trees and by the land bridge. Just here, it's very, very small. We just basically need to fill it in. I don't want to leave it bare. And what better way to fill it in than with some rocks, bushes, flowers, and probably wheat field, because let's be honest, we know we're going to use some wheat field. Also, for adding this water pump by the river was a nice touch, because you know we always love to see that. It's quite a common thing to see by the rivers, and I know we used to do it when the game first came out, and so I just kind of find it a little bit nostalgic in a way to have a bucket and a water pump by the river. And here it is, the wheat field. Told you I was going to use it. But hey, Sterling, guess what? We finished the build, so it's time for us to have a look around. So we finished the build and the look around of the area today, and yes, Sterling still lives here at the moment. I'm still yet to move him out, but he'll be gone soon. Now if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like, comment and subscribe. Come and join the Jellybean family. Have a lovely day, my friends, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye!